How much do you need to retire? Okay, so this was a question that is often thrown around, bounced around in the world of early retirement and financial independence. And it's something that I also ponder a lot about, because you need numbers to guide you. You need a goal and numbers to guide you, right? And the reason why people don't retire is not because they don't have an idea. No, it's precisely because they don't have an idea. That's why they cannot retire, or they have nothing to look forward to. And the question today was, like I mentioned just now, how much is enough to retire? And then they go on by saying, oh, people are always greedy, so therefore they will never retire. Okay, let us deal with this question one step at a time. Okay. First of all, to retire, you need to know what is your retirement number. There's a very clear number that you need. Okay? And then you can work forwards towards that number. For example, for myself, okay, how much I need to lean fire. Lean fire means that when my investments are covering my living expenses, and I don't have to worry so much about money. Okay, lean fire, right? So lean fire is very simple. You go based on how much you're spending already. So say for example, I spend 5,000 a month. 5,000 a month times 12 months in a year. Let me take out my trusty calculator. Okay, 5,000 times 12. So I need 60,000 a year. That means that I need an investment or investment portfolio that pays me 60,000 a year. Assuming I build an investment portfolio that pays me 8%. So if I reverse engineer 60,000 divided by 8%, I need $750,000 worth of investment, which is not hard. I mean, I do not know about you, but I have worked quite hard during my younger years. We have amassed our money. We made some money here and there in the business, in our investments. So 750,000, I think I can get that fairly quickly. Okay, so, and that's my number to have a lean fire journey. That's really it. 750,000. Okay, this is not, I haven't make it complicated by factoring things like inflation, interest rate, Okay, so say for example, I want a buffer, and this say 750,000 not enough. I want 1 million, right? So if 1 million, with 8% return, 0.08, I get 80,000 a year. Again, if 80,000 a year, I take 20,000 to reinvest to factor in for inflation, right? So I have 60,000 to spend, 6,000 a year, divided by 12, 55,000 a year. So my goal for lean fire is 1 million. Seriously, and that's how I would just go with my simplistic way. I do not know whether I'm too simple or not. It's quite straightforward. How much is enough to retire? You got to think about your number. You think about your spending. For me, 5,000 is my bare minimum because I have 3 young kids. One is 7 years old, one's 5, one is 9 months right now. So I have to factor in for school, transportation, food. If it's just me and my wife, I probably can retire at 2,000. Ha! You know what I mean? And live like refugees. Everybody's number is different. And of course, this is just me looking at a lean fire. That means like, it's enough to cover our living expenses, but it's not like you can go fly first class, we can go for luxury holidays. It's just enough to live on, which is pretty cool, right? So this answers the question, how much is enough for me? And then I'm going to throw it back to you. What's your retirement number? Are you looking at lean fire, where you want investment to cover your living expenses? Or are you looking for chubby fire, where you have more than enough money that even if you don't work, you're going to have extra. You know what I mean? So the things that I want to bring up this conversation, this thinking pattern, right, about how much you need, how much we need to retire comfortably, with some dignity. We don't have to be like ultra rich gazillionaire like Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg. But what I'm always talking about is, I want you to have more than enough so that you can retire early, or at least don't worry about money at 40 years old, 35. So you can pursue things that are pulling at your heartstrings. It could be things like, spending time with and aging parents, having more children, having the option to have more children, because children can be expensive, especially in Singapore. You know what I mean? Or you can choose to have more holidays, not just like, domestic holidays. Let's go to the next town. Nothing wrong with that, but you get to choose. It's about choice. You get to choose. Say, okay, I want to fly there. I want to fly to Korea. I want to fly to Japan. I want to fly to US. It's about a kind of lifestyle that you can design. You can have a bit more control, rather than living there to pay off your credit card loans, your credit card bills, your expensive mortgage. It's a lot about thinking exactly what you want to do with your money and what you want to do with your life. I can't tell you exactly how to live your life, but I'm going to talk about early retirement, financial independence again and again and again, until you can get the kind of lifestyle, financial freedom that you deserve. Okay? It's really about helping you, my audience, the younger me. I wish the younger me, the Nigeria at 20 years old, wish would have heard this. Okay? So that's all I have for you today. So, boys, men, it's time to get rich, control our money, and we can grow from higher to higher grounds. Okay?